and well met, everyone. I'm sure you've heard artists on the internet talk about bad commission experiences before, but have you heard me talk about them? No, you haven't, because I've hardly had any negative commission experiences. I can think of maybe 2, including the story I'm about to tell, and they're slightly less conventional than bad commission typically describes. But 2's a pretty low number, and here's my secret on avoiding them. If you sounded suspicious, I'd dip. I'm going to go into a bit of backstory before I get into the bad commissioner story. Do bear with me, please. Story's coming, I promise. In the past, when I regularly took commissions, I'd provide a form to fill out to describe what they wanted. If someone messaged me asking for a commission and they didn't fill out the form and they were just asking for instructions, I wouldn't answer. My time is limited. If you have to ask me to explain the process, I have to assume you are more likely to question or debate my prices than someone who already followed all the steps. They already knew exactly what they were getting. This also rarely would apply to people who were rude in their initial message. If you looked like you were going to be hard to work with, then I wasn't going to spend my time arguing with you on DeviantArt. In a perfect world, everyone would always get responses to any message they send to anyone, but unfortunately, I don't have time to make a commission for everyone who wants one anyway, so this was my process to manage my time, if you will. As the years went on and my YouTube became my full-time job, I had less and less time for commissions. I started only taking commissions on live stream, where the first person to ask and pay would see me do their commission immediately on stream, and as soon as I was done, I'd ask for the next person, and again, and so on and so forth, and just do everything on the spot. That way, when the stream was done, my work was done, I didn't owe anyone anything until next time. I could put it out of my mind and focus on my own work. That actually went really well. Some people would get frustrated because they didn't think it was fair to have to be the first to ask on the spot, but again, this was the way that I could make as many clients as possible happy and keep myself sane from not overworking or not committing to more than I could actively, meet the needs of. And other than a couple people being discouraged or random people in the chat being rude, I didn't have a bad experience there either. It was really nice. Now, the only place now to get an art commission from me is when I do those commission-specific live streams, but I rarely do those. However, I do have a business email where I will always take sponsorship and freelance offers. Just, more professional stuff, quote-unquote. I don't get emailed there very often, but the same rules tend to apply. If the sponsorship sounds like a scam, I'll pass them up, or if someone asking for a freelance job emails asking, "What are your rates?" and explains nothing about the work they want, I literally can't answer that. I have no idea what my rates are for a mystery project. Help me out! And listen, I'm not the most professional person in the world, personality-wise. Like, when I say professional offers, I don't mean, like, suit and tie businessman, like, numbers and wwhatever. I mean, someone who emails me sounding generally respectful, like they know what they want, they know what they're getting into, what they're asking for. I'm looking for a work partner. But there is still the rare occasion where if someone sounds like they'd be hell to work with, I'm not obligated to give my time, and I'll pass that opportunity to work with other people. So setting, it's late December. I'm on family vacation for the new year. I've brought them to my favorite restaurant. My phone buzzes with a Twitter notification. Someone quote tweeted an animation I had posted earlier, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit so you just kind of protecting their identity. This makes me wish for a fully animated sequence in my game. Rain, I don't know how to do voices. I don't want to be an annoying r/redditor.
What do you want to do?
Do you want to read these for me? Surprise guest appearance!
I just want to make sure that I'm not using their exact name, Mr. I'm just kidding. This makes me wish for a fully animated transformation sequence for my game, but ugh, I bet something that looked this good would cost so much money.
So right off the bat, nothing awful. Kinda weird to preemptively complain about prices, but whatever. He clearly was talking in general, not to me. But hark! What ho! Another notification! He tagged me this time.
Ray's animation looks pretty good. I just hope that she's more responsive than the Twitter DMs that I had to deal with yesterday. I always hate it when they start off talking and then don't get responsive.
So a few things wrong here. The way he complained about the artist not answering is already a red flag. Is there a chance the artist in question did genuinely blow him off for no good reason and was super rude on their part? Sure, but my gut already says this guy is coming across as super entitled, and I'm willing to bet the other artist stopped answering because he wasn't treating them very well. The second issue that set me off was the very first thing he did. He directly added me and then continued on as if I wasn't reading the tweet that he shoved into my notifications. I don't know about other people's experiences, but this has only happened to me once before. A different guy on Twitter not long ago who was super horny on main was using my drawings of myself as reaction images for whatever he was tweeting about. And all he tweeted about was whatever he was thinking about sexually or his own nudes. I mean, this guy would use my morning sprites that I made specifically for my video about my dad's death to tweet, "I'm horny," and make him look bashful or whatever. He told people when they imagined him doing something sexual to visualize me. He drew me inappropriately, God, he freaked me out. When he was confronted by my friends, because I wasn't comfortable talking to him, he refused to stop and freaked me the fuck out. And I found out about him because he was directly tagging me when he was asking other NSFW artists if they would draw me, acting as if I couldn't see. And in fact, he was surprised later to hear that I knew who he was when people asked him to stop. I'm not accusing this commissioner guy of being a sexual creep, but the fact that I had just dealt with that whole experience and now yet again had someone tagging me as if Twitter isn't designed to notify people about it was, for lack of a better word, dehumanizing in both situations, and I wasn't having it. Again, I don't think this meant that the commissioner was a creep, but I immediately did not trust him because of the implications of how that treats me. So the things in that tweet just left a bad taste in my mouth. Judge and jury already made their deliberations, wasn't up for debate, and I don't want to talk to him. I went back to having dinner with my mom and brother. I was still out. I was just hoping he'd reconsider over the hundreds of dollars it would probably cost. But lo and behold, while I was still at the same dinner, I get a stupid long email. It was super detailed about the animation he wanted with like 3 references, including a video of himself acting out the animation he wanted. But what caught my eye the most was the opening, where he went on a little bit about how he's like, "Oh, this is how I found your work. This is why I think you'd fit the job. And I don't have that much money, but if you could tell me the price so I could start saving up because I don't have hundreds of dollars." And then before he actually went into an explanation of what he wanted, I get something that starts with verbatim.
First and foremost, I must say, I've noticed people I talk to through email and other means start off very responsive, but over time start prioritizing everything else in their life over reading my emails. If possible, please avoid that if you can, unless you become completely busy. It's a pain to wait for emails and have to remind people to check their emails and messages.
Pain was underlined. This guy is already lecturing me, and I already decided that I wasn't down to clown. So, alright, I'll abide by his wishes, right? I'll play his game. He says he doesn't like it when people stop answering when they've been having a dialogue. He said it himself. So, okay, I'm not starting a dialogue. I don't answer. And at this point, I know this guy's kind. This won't be the last I hear from him, I'm sure. He's gonna bug me for a response, but he isn't entitled to one. He's already been rude to me. He's already disrespecting the original artist. I'm positive that they're in the right. I feel it in my gut. I'm not giving him the time of day. I go about my business. I enjoy my family vacation. I do my own work. A day or so later, I'm on Twitter, and I went in this little back and forth with my friend Chibi for a bit. Something silly. I'm pretty sure we were joking about her putting Mickey Mouse in her webcomic. And this guy replies to the thread, asking me to check my email. I checked it, buddy. Keep walking. And a little while later, he tweets at us a couple more times.
Hey, Ray, can you please check your emails about animating my game? I sent it 4 days ago. You seem to have the time to reply to other people on Twitter, so I hope you can reply to my email because I think your animation is good. I'm assuming you check your emails because there's no way your 2017 animation video was done by collaboration.
And that last sentence is weird to me. Like, it's almost accusatory, you know? Like he's trying to call me out for foul play, as if I never answered anybody and it's not just him. And then I get a Twitter DM. Yay!
Hi, Ray. I'm not sure if you'll read this, but if you are, could you please read and consider responding to my email about animating for my game? I sent it 4 days ago, and it has details about a short scene in it. I was referred to you by Dr. Izzy, Fluffy Lovey. I wanted her to do the animation, but her job became bigger, so now I have to choose another animator, and I want to choose you. You have nice animations shown in your 2017 animations video, so I emailed your business email. You can make smooth animation that I am after, specifically the Nuzray clip shown around 22 seconds with the cute little white thing. Anyways, I hope you consider responding to my email and things become more responsive. If nothing happens, I'll have to choose someone else, though I'll wonder how others hired you in the past.
He's fucking doing it again! It sounds so accusatory. It's like a conspiracy. Like Ray hacked into their channel. She doesn't actually work with them. She just puts her name into the credits. And then another tweet.
Great. Ray doesn't check DMs or emails. Is this just something that animators do, not check their DMs? I want Ray as my animator. Hello, Ray, are you reading this?
And listen, guys, I understand. It's frustrating to not get an answer sometimes. I've been ignored before for retail job positions. I've gone unanswered when I applied for animation jobs. I've even had animation jobs where they stopped answering me partway through. It's disappointing. I get it. But it just means you move on. Maybe try again later on down the road if you really want, but ultimately, you or I or this guy are never entitled to someone's business or to a job or to an answer. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. There's always other avenues. But universally, when you want to reply, you don't go in super high maintenance. Even if he just sent some super bare bones, hey, I have some work I'm interested in hiring you for. Can you get in contact with me? I could have 1,000,010 reasons for not wanting to respond. Is this making sense? Is this agreeable? I'm not crazy, right? It's not that I don't like working with people. It's that I like working with people that will work with me and don't... Oh my god! But whatever. It happens where people can't take a hint, you know? Just someone not taking a hint that's not worthy of telling a story on the internet. I'm telling this story because he took it further. I wake up to messages from multiple people saying, hey, this guy is asking me about you, and it's really off-putting. Are you okay? One of them being Chibi, where he sends her paragraphs and paragraphs of complaining about me, and even, belittling her work by treating her like a last resort to her face.
If everything fails, I suppose I could have you as my animator, but I like Ray's animation. One of your last clips on your Twitter video where a girl looks up with blood or something under her eyes looks good to me, though. This is just frustrating to me, as I want Ray as my animator, and everyone should check their emails for potential jobs. Anyway, who doesn't do that? Sorry, just venting. This is frustrating. Seriously, it's no fair she responds to you, but completely ignores me. So you two must be friends. Please let her know for me that I want her to read and respond to my emails. If I reply to anything she tweets, she will ignore me. Anyways, how responsive is Ray for you? I've noticed she responded to something about Mickey Mouse in a tweet, but it seems Ray just doesn't respond unless she's personally interested. If you two are friends, please tell Ray to go respond to her emails. It shouldn't be this hard to get Ray as my animator if Jaden Animations in the Living Tombstone supposedly could hire her.
As if I'm some, animation crane machine and I'm just yeah, I'll work for whoever, it's fine. But anyway, now I know for sure that the first person he was talking to was Izzy, being Fluffy Lovey. And Izzy messages me saying, I am so sorry he's bothering you. I didn't mean for that to happen. I stopped answering him because I got really sick. And when he started yelling at me, I told him that animation isn't even my job. I'm a veterinarian, so I just gave him some other names. So, dude, great job being a dick and insulting a sick girl. Jesus. And then he contacted one of my employers. He sent them an email basically saying, hey, does Ray actually work for you? Does she respond to you? Do you know how I can get her to respond to me? Because she doesn't seem to be very professional. Like, both trying to weasel his way into getting a response still, but also trying to get me in trouble? And my employer tells me about this. He's like, what the fuck is this? Who's this dude? What's his damage? Like, oh my God. So, I was done. I blocked him. I blocked the dude. Never heard from him again. Thank God. Chibi also blocked him before he could rinse and repeat the process with her. Long story short, this guy thinks that complaining about other people and being demanding right out the gate would make me want to be a good little employee. But you can't buy me with that mess. Clearly, the reason I don't have to deal with many bad clients is because I'm in a fortunate enough position as an artist to choose who I work with and not be in a financial bind if I don't take everybody. But I know for plenty of other artists, they just need to take on as many people as they can. Beggars can't be choosers and all that. But just keep in mind, I encourage you to not let yourself get walked over. Back when I was a younger artist and I did take every job that came to me, the only other bad commissioner I had treated me like garbage. He never paid me for the work that I did when he promised to. He didn't credit me for my work. And when I confronted him about it, he threatened to sue me. Don't let it get that far. You deserve better. I hope you all have a great day in general, but also a good day at work, or that you get some bomb-ass clients for commissions. And thank you so much for watching. To celebrate this story, on this upcoming Monday, just the Monday after I post this video, I will do the first commission-specific live stream that I've done all year. Who knows when I'll do another one? Who knows if I'll do another one? If you're interested, be on the lookout for that, I suppose. And otherwise, hopefully I'll see you around. Have a nice day, guys. And this is where I'm going to put all the $10 patron credits, except I can't do that just yet because this video isn't up yet, and I want to make sure the list is, accurate. Wow!
Ole, ole, ole.
Hawaii!